Hello, social media friends. I'm GT Vasquez with DRB Media Communications Digital News. And Dani Barrera has the story.
On Wednesday, April 16th at around 2:53 p.m., Odessa High School went into lockdown. The situation began as a secure when a report of someone with a weapon ran from police and ran inside OHS. Law enforcement immediately responded to the situation on campus.
We got a report from a student that someone had flashed a gun at him. Not in the building. The police believe somewhere on a parking lot. I don't know exactly where that means. Outside of Odessa High. That was reported. That precipitated us putting the school into a secure. So that is something that's happening outside of the school walls.
At around 3 p.m., it was reported by a school official that Odessa High School was no longer in a lockdown. ECISD police located the student who allegedly had a weapon.
They had a good description of the student and knew who they were looking for, and actually found this student very quickly. And that student did not have a weapon. There was no gun. And so that's when they released the lockdown and moved to what we call a hold, which simply means people are in a place and they're not moving from there. They don't have to be in a darkened room, lights out and nobody moves a muscle, but whatever room you're in, you're not leaving there until you're given permission by the police officers.
Officers began clearing the OHS campus close to the end of the school day. Parents were informed through ECISD email that it would take some time before parents or visitors could enter the campus.
Clearing a lockdown like that, and even that they just switched it to a hold and it's no longer the emergency situation, officers have a very strict protocol that they go hallway to hallway, inside each building, room to room, and just make sure that everything's okay. And that takes quite a while on a campus the size of Odessa High. And so we were anticipating it would take an hour or more, and so that dismissal would probably be around the same time that it normally is, which is 4 o'clock.
There were no reports of any injuries. However, Odessa Fire Rescue did arrive on campus and transported a person to a local hospital. The investigation to this incident is ongoing. For DRB Media Communications Digital News, Dani Barrera.
Thank you for following us on Facebook, X, formerly Twitter, Instagram, and on YouTube. Visit our website, DRB Media Communications Digital News.tv. For DRB Media Communications Digital News, I'm GT Vasquez.